All right, so this past weekend in the UFL, we had a reverse flea flicker touchdown pass. It was run by the Arlington Renegades against the St. Louis Battlehawks. I'm going to go ahead and run the play so you can see exactly what's happening. It's going to be a handoff to Davian Smith to the right on an outside zone. He's going to pitch it back to Burnett, who pitches it back to Perez. And then Perez is going to hit Cannella for the touchdown as Cannella is streaking down the right side of the field. Let's go back to the beginning. Let's go over what is happening. And what I really want to focus on, and the reason I'm breaking this play down, is I really want you to focus on what Cannella is doing on this play, because he is doing a great job at selling that it's run before releasing on the rail route. But as I mentioned, we're going to have Davian Smith. He's going to be taking his outside zone steps. He's going to get the handoff from Luis Perez, who's going to make sure that he drops back deep enough so he can get the pitch back from Burnett. Deontay Burnett at the snap, he's going to come back. He's going to get the pitch from Smith so that he can pitch it to Perez. Our receiver right here, he is going to run an over route. Now, the over route is one of the routes that can be thrown on this play. It's not just a distraction, especially if you're getting a zero high. Your receiver is running away from the corner. It's a great way to gain some depth going across the field, but it's a way of timing it up with all the action in the backfield. It's timing it up so that the receiver's not too far downfield, and he's just going to be at the right timing of getting across the field right when Perez is getting the ball back to make that throw. It can act as a distraction to the middle of the field safety. Maybe there's a single high safety. He sees the over route and he hesitates for just a moment. That allows the rail route by Cannella to be open, and the safety can't get over to help. So there's a lot of reasons that you're going to run an over route on this particular type of a play. The rest of the offense besides Cannella is going to sell outside zone, so they're all going to step to the right. They're not going to get downfield. They're just going to sell as though it's outside zone to the right to influence the defenders to go with their actions, and then they're going to form the pocket. As I mentioned, Cannella, what you should be watching is how long it takes for him to get out on the route, because he doesn't immediately release. He's going to sell outside zone to the right as well, and then finally release down the field. So as you watch it, hopefully you notice just how long he was shuffling before he released. We're going to take a look at the end zone view. It's going to give you a little bit better of idea of all that's happening from the perspective of the offense. And let's go ahead and count how long it takes Cannella to finally release. So 1001, 1002, about 2 seconds for Cannella to release downfield. He's probably counting that in his head as he's doing this play, guys. When I coached the tight ends, we would have that where we're selling zone away from us and then releasing on a play action boot. So I would teach the tight ends coming down 1001, 1000, and then they'd release out instead of just coming down and immediately releasing. And the reason you don't want to immediately release is because you really want to sell to the defense that it is outside zone. If at the snap, Cannella had just immediately released downfield, well, Cole, number 32, probably would have noticed that a little bit better than with the delay that Cannella did. So you really want to make sure that you're selling that play to really suck the defense up. But the second reason is if Cannella just immediately releases, he's going to be way further downfield. It's going to make it a more difficult throw for the quarterback as well. There's a thing with timing. So as we watch 1001, 1002, Perez now has the ball. Notice our over route is right here. Okay? He can throw to the over route, leading him all the way over here if he wants to. But he also has the rail route. So it looks like the first read is the rail route, and then the second read would be the over route. But notice because of the timing, both receivers are still viable targets. So it's important that on this particular play, Cannella isn't releasing too quick. So I probably think, based on my experience, he's shuffling, thinking 1001, 1002. Okay, release. And that's what happens. And that's why I wanted to talk about it. When you're creating plays, you're not just drawing up and going, okay, that's great. There's rhyme and reason. There's reasons that you do these types of plays to build upon and then allow your receivers to get open. And that's what really helps. So notice Cole gets caught kind of in no man's land looking in the backfield because he's thinking it's a run. Notice he steps up because he's seeing that action, and he doesn't notice until too late that Cannella has released, and then he has to try and get over and make the tackle. But because Cannella delays his release just like he's supposed to, and just like it's coached, he's able to get open for the touchdown on the rail route, and it's a really well-designed play. I know the Renegades are probably out of the UFL playoffs. They've lost a lot of close games, but there's a lot of things they did this season that were really, really good, and this is another one of them. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. Let me know your thoughts down below. Anything I missed, your thoughts. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to leave a like. If you enjoyed this type of content, please make sure to subscribe. We'll see you next time, though. Have a great rest of the day. I want to give a shout out to all of our booster members that are supporting the channel. If you wish to have your name in a video just like this, please make sure to join at the link down below at the booster member or above. On the next screen, there will be another recommended video. It will be a breakdown video, most likely. Check it out. See what you think of it. Some of them might be commentary, but most of my videos are breakdowns. We'll see you later, though, and have a good one.